Going live. We are live. So now, how the fuck can you talk in here? Oh wait, I gave you a row. Okay, dude. Tango, just be quiet for now until you're needed. Everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
I just
There you
took it away, so
go. That's
I will,
fun. We are live.
report Idiotic review.
I still do it.
There. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, now I need to tweet it on the Twitters. We are live. Tweet it here. There we go. Okay, so I think everyone is properly here. I'm no longer looking in main chat, so I don't know what's being said there. Also, I just need to clarify I'm responsible for my own actions and nobody else's. I don't want to see guilt by association on Twitter after this stream. Okay, Purple
Mood.
Tinker. Yeah, that's gonna just like look at what your server was doing. Well, guess what? I stopped reading chat after me and Purple Tinker had the conversation. Oh man, I need to watch myself or else, whatever. Okay, so apparently me, a trans person and a activist, and literal SJW is apparently transphobic for calling a trans woman they them, or referring to them as a they them. Um, God, we need this vaccine for quarantine. Hold on, I'm trying to go down and find the tweet. So, Purple Chinker, founder, isn't she the founder of BronyCon or like the old owner? I forgot. I want to mute you, Missy. There you go. Do you know Rouge? I kind of forgot like her role in the Brony community.
Uh, Purple Tinker, from what I know, she is the original founder of BronyCon.
All right. God damn. Let me go back in my stream. Hold on. I think my internet's kind of struggling.
Yeah, it is kind of struggling.
Come on. There we go. Okay. Sorry if the stream lags at times. My internet isn't doing its best right now. Not at its best. Hold on. I'm waiting for it to catch up. Is it caught up on your side, Rouge?
Huh?
Is the stream caught up on your side?
Yeah, it's Gucci.
Alright. So, we're gonna put this tweet. So, Purple Tinker, apparently I'm transphobic according to Purple Tinker, except for now I'm not transphobic. Because Okay, sorry, I'm just like monitoring the thing and it keeps saying that it's going down and it's really getting annoying for me. Whatever. I'll just continue with the stream and try to ignore that. So, Purple Tinker, the founder of BronyCon, is apparently calling a trans person transphobic because they called, because I called Purple Tinker they, them when their pronouns are she, her, even though they, them is a genderless, term to describe everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I need to scroll up.
Alright, that looks good. Thanks.
So here's the tweet right here that apparently made some people upset. Spaghetti. Whoop. Is everything good? Yeah. Okay, here's the tweet right here. I have a feeling they don't refer to Tinker as she because they some internalize transphobia. No, I might be wrong. You are. So then I responded, you are wrong. And before I responded, me and Tinker had a conversation. Tinker told me that she was trans and her pronouns were she, her. And then I responded to this person saying, you are wrong. And you know you're wrong. That's why you didn't at me. I referred to Tinker as they, them in my thread because, one, it's a neutral term, and two, I didn't know their pronouns, and I've apologized to them about it. And, apparently me saying they, them was a big issue. Somehow. Apparently to Purple Tinker and her few friends that she has were saying it was transphobic for me to do it. And I don't get how saying they, them is transphobic. Do you guys have an idea on how? Well, Rouge?
No, personally, no.
Alright. So
All right. According to my calculations on why I think she did that, let me just run the schematics right here. She's a dumbass.
Alright, Alright. That's a good analysis, Kowalski. How do you say it? Kowalski?
Well,
I don't know how to... Coffee. I don't know how to say the penguin's name. You know, penguins in Madagascar. So this is a tweet that made people some upset spaghetti, and apparently I'm now transphobic after this tweet. So let me cover up my screen because I don't know what's on my... I don't even know what's on my own timeline. Not only that, but before this, her friends were trying to speculate, why do predator hunting? And they said, I'm convinced Ruza only does it for the free clout it brings. Can you buy clout? I mean, besides buying followers and stuff, like, genuinely buying people's attention, like, giving them... That's interesting. Going after pedophiles is a noble goal in theory, but Ruza has still done some shitty things, IMO, that people overlook because she goes, what have I done that's shitty? Mostly everything I've done, I stand behind unless I've apologized for it. Rouge, can you think of anything?
Sorry, what did you say?
Like, what have I done that's so terrible? Because this person said that I've done shitty things, but people forgive me because I catch pedophiles or something like that.
I think they're going off of the accusations the anti-community has made off of you. The fact that you are a predator hunter, but you are a dick. People can't handle when people are anything but nice. And unfortunately, that's just not how the real world works. There are going to be people who are assholes that are very blunt and in your face. And you can't expect people to constantly coddle you.
Yeah. PurpleTinker's in chat. Let me see what she's saying.
She says, okay, I'm out.
Alright. See you later then, I guess.
How many times you gotta say, okay, you're out before you finally leave?
And then, hot take, but Ruza only tries to call out pedos because she herself has demons to hide. That sounds so edgy, dog. I have my demons to hide. Don't you know I have a dark side where my OC's fucking my OC's color palette is darker and her eyes are pitch black with a red tint. Don't you know there's a Ruza.exe? Because she has... I fucking hate pedophiles, but... you gotta add the but. But I don't trust Ruza as far as I could throw them. I'm a pretty big person, so you probably can't throw me that far, so... Also, you referred to me as them, so does that mean now you're transphobic, Tazen? Of course not, because I don't actually believe that, but I'm going off the logic of you and your friends. So...
she's also said... why pronouns matter, I'm not going to explain it to you. After she said that, okay, I'm out, rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Alright.
But yeah, honestly, pronouns do matter. Not to me. Honestly, I'm gonna call you guy, nigga, whatever the fuck, gender neutral pronouns. I'm still gonna, respect you, but it's gonna be a bitch. I'm gonna respect you, but I'm still gonna call you a bitch. You feel me? Like, I can't.
Respect pronouns no matter what, man. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so I said this. I tell you what, you find that imaginary skeleton in the closet and I'll give you $7,000. Money I don't and probably will never have. And I said that because I don't have any in the closet. Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of shit, but I don't do shit I try to hide. I'm open with mostly everything. Also, doing it for clout implies I get enjoyment. Having to deal with predators, nope. My mental state has been on nothing but a decline for years, which is true. When it comes to clout and stuff, I really don't care. When the anti-community canceled me, I said, you know what, you guys do whatever you want. Just retweet my predator call-out post or do one of your own on the person, as long as it's out there, And, this was apparently a hot take to some people right here. Hold on. Which one is... There we go. So, saying dumb isn't transphobic. Stop acting like it is. When I say dumb, that refers to someone as she, her, he, him, or they. Dumb people have tried to say I'm transphobic for saying dumb. To those people, I have to say you're complete idiots. PurpleTinker's point in my server for not saying they, them is that when you say they, them to a trans person, it's like you're trying to avoid using their pronouns. I find that is extremely dumb. Transphobic people will most likely just be transphobic and say that you're a guy. They have with me. So, anyone have a different take on that or no? Alright. By the way, Owls, you're unmuted.
Oh, thanks.
You've been unmuted for so fucking... I was just hoping you would do something and we would be able to hear it. And it would be funny.
Just embarrass myself.
Yeah. Like you just hear you say, "Oh, you fucking shitbag," or something like that. You know? So, I want to see... Hold on. A lot of the people that responded to me ended up blocking me because, you know... That's just how it goes. So I can't show all the replies, or I think even half of them, because, like, I think it was like 3 people mainly who were mad at me. Which I call it a fake outrage, because if you're gonna get mad at someone for saying dumb to a person, I find that's completely fucking ridiculous. So, let me see intentionally. Did PurpleTinker delete her responses? Here we go.
If she did, I have them screenshotted.
Yeah. So PurpleTinker here. They now retract this, I guess. But they were saying right here, you retweeted this tweet of mine because when I initially first misgendered her, she was asking me, "Hey, you know, I will forgive you if you retweet this tweet. Not if I get it right in the future, not if I sincerely apologize, but if I retweet her tweet," which was this, which I don't disagree with, but it's kind of weird that you're asking for forgiveness by me retweeting your shit. That's really weird, but okay. She said, "You retweeted this tweet of mine because you said you agreed with it." If I seen that tweet on my timeline normally, I wouldn't have retweeted it because it's so fucking obvious. It's just something you do. Yet you continue to intentionally misgender me in excuses for said misgendering. Now this right here is a lie. Because I think I misgendered her one time after she told me about her pronouns. Or 2 times. 2 times in the same tweet. You get the gist of it. Is there anyone else in here can mute? Nah.
Me, Ting, Owls, and you.
No, I was just saying if there's anyone else I could unmute. You know, that wouldn't be annoying. But half of these people I either never talked to them or... Actually, I never talked to them. Yeah. So, and her evidence for me intentionally doing it is her brain told her so. So, it has to be true. That's it. That's her entire point right there is, I think you did this on purpose, so I'm going to say that you did this on purpose. Hold on. Stream needs to catch up. Come on. Come the fuck on. There we go. Sometimes the stream goes down a little bit, and that's when I'm quiet for a sec, because I needed to go back up. There we go. Okay, we're back. It's back on green. But, you retweeted this tweet of mine, because you asked me to. I still agree with it, of course. It's just, if I see it on my timeline, I've left it alone. I don't see... Plus, saying they, them isn't misgendering, since they, them does not have a gender attached to it. They, them is it's a neutral term meant to describe all genders and no genders at the same time. It's like saying you, or that person. It doesn't have a gender associated with it, so you can't misgender someone with a term that doesn't have a gender behind it.
Or nigga. Just saying.
What the fuck? I don't want to get taken down.
Yeah, don't say that during the stream. Now Riz has to edit it out.
I'm not gonna edit it out, but for clarity, the person who said that is a person that is black, not a white person.
Yeah.
So don't scream.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. Okay. No white person said that on the stream. I swear to God. I'm on the /MOP/Discord server. Yeah, because stuff goes on in there involving predators and stuff. Because, you know, it's 4chan. Let me not shit talk them and then get fucking bombarded. But I will fully stand behind that. If you do not want someone to call you a they, them, that is completely fine. But trying to say that it is transphobic if they call you they, them is completely insane. That's crazy, and at the end of the day, that's just going to make you call literally everyone a transphobe.
Well, she's the same person who was like, people were saying bruh, and she literally said, "You're misgendering me."
Oh my
after
God.
that.
Are you serious? Screenshot and DM it to me.
It's in the main chat when
Alright.
she was in here. It was like one of the last conversations before she left.
Yeah. And right here, because I feel like I need to respond to this one too, even though I already responded to these in tweets. Tinker, because I responded basically saying what I said right there. She said, "We literally just talked about how my pronouns are she, her, and you literally just retweeted my tweet about respecting people's pronouns as listed in their bio." I didn't look in her bio, because in my first tweet that I made about her, it is actually pretty difficult to not say them, because it's just something you normally say. Like this, I'm pretty sure I said it before in the stream, but like, I'm catching myself before I say it, and it is so difficult. It is insane. Like, this is genuinely like a kind of a pain in the ass to do.
Your I DM'd it to you, like the message link, like where the conversation starts.
So yeah,
For that.
since you keep using the wrong pronouns for me, I'm going to assume that you are doing it on purpose. This person ran the biggest convention, one of the biggest furry conventions, BronyCon. They were the founder, and they had this fucking, she had this fucking, mindset, has this mindset. You see what I mean, dude? Like, they and them just slips off the tongue. It's just, it's like saying you or something. It is, guys, this is the first time someone has ever asked me to not refer to them as a they or them. Or not ever refer to them as a they or them. Meaning I am not ever allowed to do it, no matter what the circumstances. Even though they, them rolls off the tongue. A lot easier sometimes, a lot better, but fuck me, I guess. I mean, again, it's not transphobic because it doesn't have a fucking gender assigned to it. I'd like to see you refer to me as a she, her in public. I don't think you can do it. Anyone else getting Walter White vibes from that? Say my name. Say my pronouns, even though you already acknowledged them. Say my pronouns.
Fuck you, Riza.
Should I talk about the fucking server stuff now? I think I kind of gotten the Twitter stuff out of the way, really. I went back and forth with some people. I said, well, you know, I said it's not transphobic to call them they, them. I'll still do it out of respect, and I'm sorry for calling her they, them. This is so fucking hard. And I said it was an honest mistake multiple times. People said they doubt it was an honest mistake. It's a good thing that what these people think doesn't matter, because they don't have an influence on anything at all. They're just stupid people. So, move on to the server now. Now, PurpleTinker decided to just join my server before the stream, and decided to apologize to me after finding out about the fucking stream. Where's it? Hold on. Where's my phone? I had. Give me a second. God fucking damn. Where? There it is. Okay.
It is our job to keep you entertained.
So I'm posting.
Bernie.
You don't have
What's up?
balls to not misgender. Hey, only one of us here has the ball to get people's genders right.
Okay. I'm gonna post this in comment and then put it on stream. There we go.
Rizzy, I know for a fact you don't have the balls to get people's genders.
Oh my god, fuck off with the fucking one nut joke, god damn
Yeah, right.
it. You don't got the balls, you only got the ball.
Balls.
You only...
Like that. I know how I'm going to greet Purple Tinker next time I see them at a con.
There
Brody,
we
you
go.
said them. It has to be her. You gotta correct yourself.
Yeah. No, what's up, ho? How you
Okay.
been, you crazy bitch?
I come back to this, this is amazing.
What?
My fucking
those
internet
those
died.
are both acceptable female.
Okay, here we go. So, they joined my server and internet don't fucking die again. They said, "Hi, I'm here. I forgave Ruza for using the wrong pronouns for me, even though she did it immediately after I told her my pronouns." It's like, I forgive you, even though, etc., etc. I'm willing to
Give you,
chalk...
but I don't.
Yeah, basically. I'm willing to chalk this...
Wait,
She didn't
like,
say choke?
you guys know that, like, Purple Tinker likes getting in fights with people on the internet and stuff, right?
Unless it has consequences, Brony.
Well, no, I think no matter what.
I mean, judging by that whole Anthony thing and now this, I don't know. Let's see, I told her willing to chalk this up as an honest mistake. And they were only willing to accept it was an honest mistake. She was only willing. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. This is like...
Wait, no, like they is not a see this
It's not.
this sucks.
Yeah, it's
like,
not a pronoun. It's just a genderless
now-
term. Yeah.
they is not a pronoun necessarily. Like no one is calling you gender non-binary, Tinker. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No
She
one
doesn't
thinks
get that.
you're binary. They is just a word you can use to describe an individual in a sentence. Holy
They
shit!
went to the store.
They went to the store. Yeah, like where did your mother go? I think they went to the store. My mother is not non-binary. I'm not suggesting that she is.
That's my point. Like, saying
Yeah,
they
what
to
the
me...
fuck?
Saying they...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not.
Saying they
And,
to
like,
me
I'm
is
not
like
saying
saying...
like a word can't have two meanings. They, them can be a pronoun to describe a non-binary person. Okay. But there's a whole nother way to use that word that has nothing to do with that.
Sugar Swirl, you could be unmuted after I read a few screenshots, sure.
But then again, I'm quite certain that it's a well-known fact about Purple Tinker that that they just like getting in fights. Like if we watch them get in a fight with what's her
You good?
Crint about her travel. We get in a fight about whether a door is
about
locked
the whole
or something.
travel
Like,
thing.
yeah. Like we watched them getting like they just like getting in fights. They like the fight is engaging to them, and I can, there's people like that. We all know people like that. Come on.
Yeah. As I said, if you don't want to be referred to as they, them, sure, but saying it's transphobic is a fucking reach and a half.
Yeah, that is I haven't seen leaps like this since Sam Patch.
Dude. Alright, let me continue reading this. Hold on.
Maybe you don't know who that is. It's fine.
No, I'm gonna continue reading this, so give me a sec. My pronouns are she, her. Please respect this, regardless of whether you whether or not you respect me, you are allowed to hate me, but I'm a woman. And then, she tweeted, to at is fucking Ruza and her followers, I forgive Ruza for using the wrong pronouns from A. I don't care if you forgive me.
Come on, Purple Tinker, you have to be a female. Only women act this crazy.
Yeah.
Oh!
That was Brony Inspector, not me. Guilt by association. I can already see it coming. I'm gonna.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you in more trouble here, Rusa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not helping.
If you want to yell at
You and your donkeys will be banned from cons now, Brony.
If you want to yell at Brony
I'm
Inspector,
already
join my
convinced those are
server and I'll
going-
let you.
Okay. I am already convinced that those are going to stay in my garage for the rest of my life. So if that comes to pass, then
Drew sounds like a cowboy,
so
kind
be
of.
it.
The apology said to us, "Fuck, I forgive blah, blah, blah." Immediately after I informed her about, she really emphasizes that, like, immediately after I told Ruzy about my pronouns, she immediately got it wrong. No, I didn't. They, them is meant to describe a fucking person. And I said, Purple, you only decided to apologize after you found out about my stream, and the response I got was an honest one, but not one I was expecting. And she just said, that's correct, because I don't want any more drama. Which I find funny. She's like, yeah, I'm not really sorry, or really accept that you're not transphobic.
Yeah, see, I don't believe that. Purple Tinker doesn't want more drama. Where are those funny Simpsons technical difficulties?
There we go. Oh, fucking basically. Come on. Come on, stream. There we go. Okay, sorry. My fucking dude, I don't know what's up with my... It's never been this shit before. And it just started today. Like, oh, what fucking convenient bullshit is this? Back on Purple Tinker shit.
Conspiracy theory time. Purple Tinker paid the electric company.
Purple Tinker's in deep with big telecom. They have the power to... It's one phone call and your internet's gonna be shit all night.
It's just like, I back down. What do you want me to do? I want you to fuck off, dog. I don't want your apology. I don't want your sympathy. And I swear to God, if you say dog is fucking,
No, that's male. You gotta go bitch. You gotta say bitch.
Nah, dog.
You
Dog
gotta say
is
bitch.
my word.
Whatever, bitch.
Fuck, bitch. I don't know. I just feel like people can get mad at me for saying dog. Even though I say that to everyone.
Technically, they can. Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I'm trying to explain to you. You can't go gender neutral on your slang terms. Not with this person. So if you want to call Purple Tinker dog, you gotta call him bitch.
Yeah, my fellow human.
Here's a gender neutral term.
Watch what you say, motherfucker. I don't want my stream taken down. Okay, that's fine.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Gender neutral, dumbass.
Every time Tinka unmutes, I'm just like, don't say
not
shit.
Transphobic.
Be careful about saying the apostrophe. That might be
The N-word.
misconstrued.
The N-word. Yes, I fully. Yeah, I said. Yeah, and that's the point. The only reason you're apologizing is because you don't want drama. Blah blah blah. And she said, yes, I fully admit this, but I did apologize. I appreciate the honesty of saying my apology isn't sincere and I genuinely don't give a shit. But you can't expect me to accept your apology when you say that. That was a Brony Inspector. He ended up dying. Gee golly, where's that? So, let me look at main chat. And nobody's really said anything. People are saying a lot of shit in comments still on my server. By the way, if you're not on my server, join it. Link in the description. That's the only fucking thing in the description right now.
It'll take us 5 years to verify you, but we'll get there.
Yeah, if you just don't at the head of staff, you should come in because the head of staff don't look there at all.
Yeah, don't at me either, because I will give zero shit.
People kept adding Ivica, and Ivica's like, oh, I have like 100 pings in your server. I never even looked in there.
Yeah, no, everyone kept pinging me, and I was like, this isn't my job, go away.
Stop pinging me, you piece of shit. Ping CEO of Lurking, or ping me, or ping Lyle, since he sometimes gives out roles too. God, why do I feel like I'm like stepping? Actually, I am. I'm stepping on literal nails straight up with these people. No matter what step I take, I'm gonna get fucked. Cause
Everyone's just looking for a reason to hate you.
yeah, they're fail. No, the thing is with Purple Tinkers, I think Purple Tinkers is just desperate to get any kind of respect from anyone after people found out about the Mint Heart thing. Oh, do you want to explain the Mint Heart thing, by the way?
Sure. So for people who don't know, um, Mint is a girl who is preyed on by Vita. Um, she was flying home for Thanksgiving to one, help with her mental health, and two, file paperwork and everything that she needed to against Vita. Um, Purple Tinker's response in all this was to harass her. If I have a what is my cher Moufette. I have the entire conversation. It's like over 10 images of conversation of her constantly trying to convince Mitt to not go home, that if she flies home, she's going to be a murderer, and that she'd be worse than the man who preyed on her. And she tried to defend this. Then she tried to come back and say, I'm sorry, I just won't share that opinion anymore, which isn't taking it back. She also then came back later to say, my words were twisted. I didn't say she was abused. I just said she was abused. Or I didn't say she was worse than her abuser. I just said she's worse than her abuser.
Yeah.
And then tried to make the accusation that she was the one being abused in all this. So she told a victim, a child sex abuse, I can't talk, child sex abuse victim, that she was worse than the man who preyed on her because she might kill someone on her flight to go back home to do all this. She tried to pay her. Oh, she was offered to buy her a TV, a laptop, webcams, pay her and her mother 1,000 grand each to try to get her to stay home. She's like, we can make all these copies of the evidence you have and not have you go in. And she's like, I do not trust that something won't happen to it. I need to do it in person. I need to do it in the city that this happened. It's not going to happen. And despite her saying no repeatedly, Tinker kept pushing and pushing and pushing and would not take it for an answer. She harassed this abuse victim over and over again, saying that she was worse than the man who preyed on her.
That's a pretty good summary, and I got a good summary right here. You remember that one from Crano?
No, that's the one I tried to quote. I didn't
Yeah.
say she's worse than her abuser. She's just worse than her abuser.
Yeah, yeah, I got the tweet. She, I think her name goes by she. Fuck, I can't remember. I think Krano goes by she. This was the, thing Krano was quoting right here. Purple Tinker said, I did not say victims are worse than their abuser. I said to one very specific victim of abuse, if you are willing to kill strangers, it will, for the first time in your life, make you worse than your abuser. And it's not killing strangers. Anyone can get in a car crash, right? That doesn't mean you don't go out and fucking drive to get to point A to point B. Purple Tinker is saying if you fly out, somebody's going to die. But Purple Tinker, I don't think you've ever flown during a pandemic. So let me tell you how it works with United. United, you need to get tested, and United, they social distance you in the plane. Isn't the plane like kind of empty in a way because of that?
I think they do what Delta did, which is they space you out so that you have at least one seat in between you and the other person, if not more, and then they stagger the people behind you so that no one's directly behind you either.
Yeah. So they do that.
And me and Ruza know this because me and Ruza flew at the end of October and all met up.
To Illinois, baby. I unfortunately was too broke to get Delta or United, so I had to go on some other plane. But they also make you wear a mask, and whenever the plane lands, they sanitize the plane and disinfect it.
They also give you, of course,
The little
the
sanitize wipe.
alcohol wipes and stuff when you board
Yeah.
the plane, so that you can like wipe down your seat, wipe down your thing, make sure that like everything's clean to your expectations. You also have the ability to bring on your like own little hand sanitizer. If you take off your mask during the flight, they will stop the flight and everything because it's a health risk. Um, it's something the air flights demand.
Yeah. Which I don't get why you would take off your mask. When you're in the plane and wearing your mask, when you get to a certain altitude, it feels like you're not really wearing a mask. It's weird. Did you get that feeling on the plane?
Um,
Huh?
I can't remember. I think the first flight over I slept, and then I can't remember the flight back. I guess Snake has something that they want to say, and it's something that Anthony would bring up if he's here. He was supposed to be here, so I'm just gonna say it
Go ahead.
for him. Is that the fact that Purple knew about Flufflepuff orbiting, I think it's Bayfish. But that's all I know on the subject. I don't particularly know that. It's something, if you have questions about, you'd have to ask Anthony.
He's on my server, so again, server link in the description. Donate to my Patreon. No, I'm playing. I'm not gonna sell out yet. At least when it comes to Patreon and stuff. So don't worry. Those can be for next
Send
stream.
Ruza money for pizza.
Yeah, send me money for pizza or just like go away. Okay. So after that whole being called out by Anthony because it's a whole mint heart situation, Tinker has lost her fucking mind, and it seems like I gotta mention in my server. Hold on. And drama. Way too late. Okay, so I'll read the Fluttero. Thank you for posting that. I'll read the fucking tweets in a second. Where was I? Go ahead, Rich.
Oh, I was just in response to those, just that it's another fake apology. She apologized like 2 days ago and then kept going out and defending herself, and that's when she said she was abused. So her apologies are meaningless. She does them to save face.
Yeah, I mean, she admitted it here. She apologized before for the mint thing, but then continued to say she was right about the mint thing. And after the whole video that Anthony made on her, basically she's lost her mind. It seems like she's trying to gain any type of respect with anyone. So she's unnecessarily calling everybody transphobic. Not only that, but I got DMs from people, and she's asking people to retweet her tweets. I don't know how the fuck you could start BronyCon on the biggest conventions, be the founder, and yet be forgotten.
Well, it's like she complained about the fact that my tweet about her calling Mint worse than the man who preyed on her, she got upset that I had more retweets and likes than her going after Black Griffin going, cancel him.
Yeah, I mean, when you say cancel a person, that's kind of... that turns some people off. When you say, hey, can we cancel this person?
Like, literally, I saw the tweet. All it was a tweet that says, cancel him. And then, like, some screenshots.
Yeah. Like, saying cancel him, like, saying cancel somebody kind of will turn people off. Now, questioning...
You don't demand, like, you can put the word out there, don't expect it to be spread.
Yeah. Questioning him, like saying, hey, I think the point was he was using white nationalist talking points. Like saying, hey, these are very suspicious. I think he would have gotten more attention. But, I had to break this to PurpleTinker's. Insane. You aren't the only one who tweets about Black Griffin, PurpleTinker's. A lot of other people who tweet about him. There's a lot of other tweets about him that get a lot more attention than you, PurpleTinker. The thing is, people hate Black Griffin. But the thing is, PurpleTinker, people hate you. And they do not want to support you in any way. So they choose not to fucking support your tweet. Instead, support other people's tweets. Like, as a person who's constantly in left-wing brony circles and stuff, I constantly, surround myself with people who know about Purple Tinker. And I know people all sides of the political spectrum that do not like Purple Tinker at all. Plus, asking for likes and retweets, dude, I forgot. Sorry. Dude is probably not a gender-neutral term to you. It's a gender-neutral term to me, but I won't say dude, since it's probably not to you. It's like... God, I hate
Oh
that.
yeah, dude was another one that was used to refer to her that she was offended over, by the way.
Okay. Oh my god. It's just... For me, it's just like so many words are gender-neutral to me.
No, everybody was saying that.
It's like I have to completely change how I talk when I get online compared to how I am in real life. And that is fucking painful. Because, like, I call girls dude in real life all the time. I call them bruh. I call them my dude. And then I have to come online and I have to completely change that demeanor. And it is... Dude, this is... I just can't wait for the stream to be over at this point. Like, this is stressful. Like, trying to...
I mean, do you really care if I, like, say bruh or something after you say something that's, like, funny or whatever? Like, do you go, like, oh, don't call me bruh?
Yeah, go ahead, that's fine. Okay.
That's what I mean, it's, like,
So,
so dumb.
Purple Tinker said here, I'll read this real fast. Since I don't believe I've given a public apology on this matter, I was 100% wrong to compare traveling during the pandemic to the actions of an abuser. It was offensive, grossly inappropriate, and wrong of me. It was inoffensive. I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. And wrong of me, regardless of my reasons or intent. So I think this is the other one? Yes. Traveling during the pandemic is definitely dangerous and usually ill-advised. But as far... I fucking can't.
But it's far beyond the pale to compare it to the actions of an abuser, particularly to the victim of said abuse. Please stay safe out there.
Thank you. I am, like, slowly losing it.
It's okay, I do it for Anthony too.
Tinker.
Here's the thing though, she's just doing it to save face. She said some like half-assed apology the other day too and kept going, as I stated earlier. Like, it's all about trying to keep her image good. She doesn't actually give a fuck. Like, she came into the server, and when I pointed out like, hey, me and Ruza traveled to all meet up with our significant others, she started throwing out the COVID statistics and trying to pull that bullshit again. We had to remind her, hey, you already said that you were the wrong in this. Stop defending it.
It's like Tinker, I hate to inform you, you're not the only adult on this planet. People know how to protect themselves on a flight. People know what precautions to take on a flight. I was about to ironically cough right there.
Something that I really want to bring up is something I think it's Hallie said, or it was someone. I think it was Hallie.
Unironically, by the way. Go ahead.
Which is basically that people need to take responsibility for their own actions, which Mint knew what the risks were going out to her family. She weighed them against the reasons she was going and decided, no, the reasons why I'm going is risk my own health. And then her family also decided, instead of making her quarantine before coming home, that it was okay for them to also risk exposure to COVID-19. When people fly, both the person flying and the family at home is acknowledging that there is a risk by not making that person quarantine. And to blame it on the other passengers on that plane as well as that person for flying is not okay. Everyone plays a part in it. Everyone understands and assesses the risks, and if they choose to go forward with it, you can't hold someone responsible and say that they're a murderer and that they're worse than their abuser.
Because I've heard points against, you taking the risk and getting it, and the point is, well, you can infect other people because people need to go to work, they need to go to the store and get groceries and stuff. That's the point.
The whole thing that what kind of COVID is okay? Traveling COVID, not okay. Work COVID, okay by Purple Tinker's standard.
Yeah. Basically.
Like, I'd love to be paid to go home and not be out there doing DoorDash. I would love to. Love to not put my life at risk. But hey, people can't afford that.
I feel like Purple Tinker's gonna say in the future, you should find a job where you don't have to interact with people. I personally don't care about going into lockdown, but I do think we should still fly. I think flying should be okay if you do what Delta United does, separate people, make sure everything's good, basically.
With COVID, the issue is that people aren't talking about the mental issues that are coming from COVID. There are people who are really suffering, and especially now that it's seasonal depression time, it's even worse for people. And to ask them to not do things that help them cope. In fact, I think one of the messages she told Mint was find another way to cope. She also got mad at Buttons because Buttons is choosing to work. They have stated that he doesn't need to work. He does it just to have extra income, and that was not okay. Tinker's books either. Even though their therapist is the one that told him that he should go out and get a job for his mental health.
Yeah, dude, like, I am an extrovert, and this quarantine shit's killing me, man. It is making me go insane. I think it's making everyone else go insane. 2020 has been the year where everyone has acted completely fucking ape shit with me. And I realize it's quarantine. Like, we need this vaccine or for people to stay in their house and, whatever. But no, the thing is, Purple Tinker, I'll tell you straight up, this is why people are still mad at you. Because you apologize multiple times, but you didn't mean any of it. And I know you didn't mean any of it because you apologize. People say, yeah, you're wrong, and then you'll argue, well, I'm not really wrong, or I'm not really that bad of a person, At that point, it's not sincere, because you would just say, yeah, I am wrong. I fucked up. But you don't do that. You just say, no.
Every time you talk like that, it like Ninja, fucking Fortnite Ninja, just pops into my head when saying that shit. I don't know why. I just
No,
imagine
I know
you would
why.
say.
It's because, is it the one where he says, shut the fuck up, kid? That one.
No, I was thinking like,
Yeah.
no, the tweet he made was like, it's not just a game.
Oh my god.
It just popped into my head. And you could always read it.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
It's
he's
okay.
done.
I'm
Alright.
done. I'm gonna go back on
It
mute.
was just that I was gonna respond to your reason and say that she just doubled down on her accusation. She
Yeah.
she doesn't know how to say sorry. She doesn't know how to say that she's in the wrong in the beginning. She fights back and fights back. Then she sees the repercussions of her actions and goes, "Oh shit, I need to do damage control." And when she thinks everyone's gotten the damage control down, she goes back to what she's doing. And oh look, people are still calling her out. And so she has to do damage control again because it hasn't stopped. She didn't clear her name. And that's the
Yeah.
issue is that upon making my post, I had people reaching out to me going, this isn't the first time she's done this. She's done shit like this to me. She's done shit like this to others. I worked with Purple years ago, and it's nice to see that she hasn't changed. So it's not a
Also,
one-time occurrence. It seems that she's been getting away with this for quite some time.
if you want the evidence to what I'm about to say, join my server, go in main chat, and scroll up till you see that conversation between me and Purple Tinker. Because I'm not going to go through that long conversation and find everything. I told you where to find it. It's in my server, in the main chat. Scroll up, and then you'll find it. Where it's just me and Purple Tinker. But, what was I about to say? No, I just made that point, and it was most likely for nothing, because I just kind of forgot what I was about to say, This is 100 IQ, Oh, yeah. So, Purple Tinker, thought I was a cis person. And the immediate moment I say I'm actually transgender, she forgives me. She says, well, if I knew you were trans, I would have never said you were transphobic. And I can understand the trans people can't really be transphobic thing. Even though they can. Not saying I am, just saying it's still a possibility. She instantly forgave me. And I don't like that. Because if a cis person did the same thing, she would assume transphobia like she did with me because she thought I was a cis female. And I got 7 notifications. What's happening? Thank you to everyone who's advertising the stream. I really appreciate it. But you get what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you gotta treat cis people good too. They're, you know, goddamn. Like I see people say "fuck cis people" and stuff like that. It's like that doesn't help. Discrimination against other people doesn't help. What?
In the server, she tried to justify that she wasn't like, what was it? It was something like everything was okay with men because she had donated $10,000 to her abuse fund. It's like these good acts she likes to wave in your face and say, "Oh, look what I did. I can get away with this. I did this, so clearly, I mean the opposite." When you do good deeds for someone, you don't go around waving it around like it's a trophy. Cool, you donated to someone who needed help to get out of an abusive situation. What do you want? A round of applause?
Like giving money to something and then being a dick. It's just like, you know.
Okay.
Like, go ahead,
Yeah,
Prano.
I can
Yeah.
talk. All right. So you said that trans people can't be transphobic.
I said they can. Yeah.
Yeah, they can. They can obviously be trans. There's a lot of trans people who are transphobic, and the reason why is because if you're a minority and you want to do something like Dave Rubin or another or other places like conservative areas, conservatives and people who are genuinely racist, genuinely transphobic, and genuinely sexist love it when somebody who is a minority repeats their talking points. Trans people are included, but they the first time and then the second time.
Okay,
Like
there.
she
The
was
stream's
kind
back
of
up.
yeah.
Go
She
ahead.
was kind of taking you somewhat out of context by saying you called her they several times because you've only used from the point where she tweeted that you've only used any pronoun for her like 3 times. But somewhat in her defense in saying that, after she told you not to say it, you said it again. I think personally that's just a mistake on your part, and from what you've been saying, it was. But personally, for me, in that situation, I would have just ignored her saying that and then tried to meet because I don't know much about what she was getting because apparently she was getting a lot of hate and such. I don't know, nor do I care as long as
She was
even
getting a
I
lot of
see it
hate
when
at the time because she said to the victim that the victim was worse than the abuser.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
explained why that was wrong, and then she started saying she gets that it's wrong, but the people who are harassing her are the something something. And look, I know people, a couple of people who weren't. I did remember seeing that a couple of people did actually go in and use incorrect pronouns on purpose, but I don't think anybody should
Hold
ever
on.
do that.
Crano, my question is, what's your opinion on they, them pronouns? Is it transphobic?
You're looking at somebody. You're looking at me. I grew up in a surrounded by surfers, so I kind of have a surfer dialect. Stuff like a dude and guy to me, I've literally said, "Look at that dude over there," while pointing at my mother. Like
Thank you.
that stuff. But you got to realize that some people grow up with different dialects in English, and that certain people
Yeah,
don't like that.
everyone
So You
Yeah,
can try your best, but for me, I also have like memory disorders up the walls. Ow, ow, ow,
yeah.
ow, fuck, my ear was ringing. But
Good
I have
job.
memory disorders as well, which makes it
Yeah.
like I can barely remember my grandmother's name sometimes. I sometimes will forget which pronoun to go by, and when I genuinely forget, I will use they them.
Yeah.
But I just want in that specific conversation that you had. This is slightly in Purple Tinker's defense, but but you did accidentally go into using they them when they requested you not. And personally,
They
if I was
didn't
in that
request.
situation, I would.
Crino, they
I'm
didn't
gonna.
request that I don't say they them. They just request I said she her, not that I don't say they them. Be
Well, yeah, I've seen. I've said. I think personally, if I was in that situation and they started going like that, I would just because what it is to me for in my view is that they were trying like she was trying to my mistake she was trying to move from what people were criticizing her to a different topic. People like no bullshit do that all the time. Like
oh Jesus, yeah.
if there's a point where somebody can't defend, then that. And I do want to state that she has several times said, and to her credit, she has actually said that she was wrong in actually saying that. And I think that was if somebody acknowledges that they're wrong, even though that doesn't exonerate what they did, it is a step in the right direction.
Yeah,
So
but they're
that's what
not
it. That's all
actually.
it is.
They're not
That's
saying.
all it is. It's a
Crino, hold
step.
on. They're saying that they're wrong. They apologize, but then an hour later they'll come back on and argue how they're not wrong. Not only that, but you've seen earlier. If you look in comments, scroll up to my screenshots. She joined the
Yeah.
server. And she told me the only reason I'm in here and to apologize is so you don't do the stream, not because they were she was genuine. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. This is to me okay. Like, I understand people have different living situations, but people grow up differently. Obvious. But the thing is, you can request for someone to not refer to you as they them. That was completely fine. But when you
Yeah.
say it's transphobic, that is unreasonable, stupid, and you. I don't know how to put this, but you're basically making the word transphobic lose meaning at that point.
I have seen like Ruza say, like Tinker come to Ruza and say, "I want to be called she her," and you said, "No, fuck you, I'm gonna call you they them." Then yeah, I would consider that down that line, but you never did that.
Yeah, she
You've
said.
apologized. Tinker goes to say, I bet you can't say she her, and you do it, and then she's still mad.
Yeah, and that's the
I
thing. Like
mean,
when she came to me, she didn't say, "Don't say they them." If you look in the chat and main channel scroll up, you'll see me say, "I have been in leftist circles for the past few fucking years, and no one. I'm constantly around trans people. Not a single trans person has ever said to me, "Do not call me they them." And Purple Tinker was the first person. And because when they told me it, I was like, okay, those are your pronouns. And then I went on Twitter and said, I know their pronouns. And then people lost their mind because they said, you said there and them. I'm just like, yeah, you know.
it's there. I haven't been in leftist circles for nearly as long as a lot of other people, and it's only because I was going down the rabbit hole of alt right conservatism until I got
Same
dragged
at
out of
some
it,
point.
kicking and screaming at certain points. But no, um, but I know a lot of people who are trans, and I'm very privileged to go to a liberal arts college in Chicago, where there are a lot of people who are also that way. And um, I've also sat down and chatted with people who genuinely would sit down and use the wrong pronouns, and I discourage that shit. And look, if you accidentally use somebody's pronouns in the wrong ways, I think that it's very, very common for somebody to politely correct you. And the only times that people ever get antagonistic with that is if they're annoyed. And I think it's very rare that somebody actually uses it to be malicious. Uh,
Can I
but
also bring up the fact that, like, when she joined this, she's like, I just found out today Ruza's trans, and Ruza's like, it's on my profile, and she's like, it says she, her, it doesn't say you're trans, and so she expects anyone who's trans to go around and label themselves as trans when typically trans people want to just be known as that gender, not I am a trans woman, I am a woman.
I want to bring that up
yeah,
too. I've directly talked to Tinker before about me being trans in my living situation and if I should transition now or when I'm in a different living situation. But oh no, Tinker made a mistake and forgot. But oh wait, mistakes don't exist to her. Unless she faces consequences. That if she's facing consequences, then it's a mistake. Eat a
She
dick.
tried to say Ruza was a transphobic trans person.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
which
Go ahead.
which does exist, by the way.
Yeah,
I
but it's rare. It's rare to find an Uncle Ruckus in any community,
well,
really.
even then, it's rare. It's rare until you realize how much conservatives will fucking pay you to say transphobic shit. Uh, I'm actually genuinely not lying about that. Jesus Christ,
Yeah, I
I've
know.
seen conservatives get paid $10,000 an hour.
Just when it comes to trans, even cis people, immediately assuming transphobia when they get your pronouns wrong, even if you told them right before then, it's still possible. When I first started getting into pronouns, I constantly got them wrong because it was difficult for me to, you know, change how I view things and stuff. Eventually, I did it and I'm pretty good. Except for they, them. I struggle with non-binary people. Like, I struggle saying they, them. And a lot of times I'll say she, or him or something like that. But, like,
And I know that a lot of people are just. A lot of people will be lenient and will just say. I think it's not. I think it's very demonizing for the LGBT community as a whole to create this notion that you're big bad for making a mistake like that. And no, living in the real fucking world, people make fucking mistakes, and a lot of people accept that. Like, I'm from an Italian family, so even if you're not trans, I'm gonna have problems with pronouns. Um, if you know anything about Italian woman, they will have like facial hair often. I
yeah.
think my grandmother's grown out a fully grown. Well, my great grandmother had a fully grown beard.
I would like a
I
girl with a mustache or a little fucking beard rubbing my cooters. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
it feels like everyone's just always looking for a person to hate. If it's not homophobic and other grouped people like that hating on the LGBT has issues with cis people. It's white people and then their racism and then the racism back to white people. There's never a playing field where everyone is just equal. There always has to be a villain no matter what side you're
I
on.
feel like those are the extremists because there's people like Purple Tinker that are pretty extreme, like Lily Orchard that always trying to find a person to tell to go fuck themselves. But in the leftist circles I'm in, which is in a lot of them, there's only a few extremists. Everyone else is just like whatever.
I will confirm that conservative circles are not that way. Um, as somebody who grew out of conservative circles, there's always somebody that you have to hate. And if
Yeah.
there's not, you gotta find it.
Trust me, pal. I fucking know. I almost went down that whole rabbit hole until my friend Madeline pulled me out, and yeah, that was fun. So, is there anything else on Purple Tinker? Because I wanted to hop on PurpleFlix and hopefully end the stream.
Anthony doesn't seem to be coming in, so we can't touch the Flufflepuff stuff. So yeah, I guess we should just move on to PurpleFlix.
I guess Anthony's responding to Big Old Boy.
Boy.
Yeah. So
talk about something that's like came out of the blue for me, like literally.
I seen you were
I got
following
like
him.
several commissions from them, including a donkey, and now this is a pedophile, and I'm thinking,
I mean, that was kind of funny because I seen
but
you following him, and I said, "Hi, I wonder what Crano thinks." When I called him out.
that's a problem with Purple Felix though, as somebody who knows people. Like, look, Risa, I know you've been in this for a little while dealing stuff, pedophiles and stuff, but I want to make it clear, this is no offense to you, but you are not a professional um, health expert. So I think in that situation, I'm kind of gray. Because even though, yeah, I think the first shaming should have been good, I still think that getting help is also something that's important. But in your defense, you were the last person to ask because you're more along the lines of protecting other people than it is getting help because you're not trained for
Okay, it's not that I'm
that. None of us
trained. It's not that I'm trained for that, Crano. You could be the best medical or mental health professional in the world, but it don't mean shit to the person you're talking to unless they want the help themselves. A Twitter post
are. That is true.
online isn't gonna stop someone from getting help. PurpleFlix hasn't even tried. You're unmuted, Satan. PurpleFlix hasn't even tried to get help. Right now, I have multiple people DMing me, showing me the stuff he's DMing other people. He's just sending his dick to more people, often more and more. If he actually wanted help, and this comes from a person who was in bad places, okay? I'm not saying I was a pedophile before, but in bad places. If you want the help, you'll seek the help. If you don't want the help, no one on this planet can help you.
That is true.
It's the same for any other mental illness. So
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not a mental health expert. Never going to be a mental health expert. I personally do not care if these pedophiles disappeared off the face of the planet by some violent or non-violent cause. As long as they're not near kids, I do not give a single shit. And that's the same thing I told Lavender. If he wanted to get help, me posting on Twitter isn't going to stop that.
True.
It's not even going to
Well,
deter
to a
that.
certain extent, social isolation, but still. I
Yeah.
just know that because I do actually have family members that do work around this topic, so I do know a couple of things, but I am not an expert as well.
Yeah. You don't need to be an expert, though, to know that. If you want help, you have to seek it. You know, if you don't want the help, then you're not going to get it.
That is true.
And that's the thing with PurpleFlix. After I called PurpleFlix out for being a sexual predator, I'll link that in the description after the stream if I remember. DM me on Discord so I can remember. I've been so mentally exhausted. Oh my god. Basically, Flick said, I'll go offline and I'll get help. I made no post after that about him, right? And then it turns out he's not online. He's sending his dick pic to other people on Discord. And then when he was acting weird with somebody else, I made the tweet about it. And you know what he did instead of doing what he said and get help? He just went on a different Discord account. And now he's DMing other people on that Discord account.
Oh,
race.
He's not seeking help, dog. What he's doing is he's waiting. He's waiting for the hate to die down so he could come back. That's what he's doing.
The only reason why I say that is because it's kind of weird for me how it all went down. Apparently, from what I know, I could be wrong. PurpleFlix went to you
No.
about this stuff, or was it somebody else?
He went to my girlfriend, and then when I talked to him, he sounded surprised when I said, yeah, she showed me it. And he said, she showed you what I said? And not to mention, it was early this year that it happened, earlier this year that all that happened. And when I brought him in to the fucking room, you know, shut the fuck up, liberal, the Anthony streaming thing, he practically said, no, don't stream about this. I don't want to be in trouble. He said he would get help. And then it turned out he lied about getting help. So what if we did, like, not stream about it? He would still be around. And he would still be doing shit, you know?
True. I mean, there will always be social, because we are social creatures, there will always be a small little effect of social isolationism. But if before, because I wasn't sure about how the entire situation went down, from my perspective and from how I've heard, it literally went down to the case of all of a sudden he starts going to you. By
Oh
the way,
no.
another thing about me
Hmm?
fucking around with pronouns that I Purple Felix, I want to say she for some reason. Don't know why.
Okay.
That
Hold
was a
on. I
mistake
want
on
to
my
tell you
part.
the
So.
full thing of how PurpleFlix stuff started. PurpleFlix DM'd his friend Alok Ruby about it. He DM'd Ruby about me having him blocked. I had him blocked because he's previously used a minor's ass, a 16-year-old's ass, as bongos in a roleplay, and I personally didn't like any of his art. Was Shelly D saying that? Okay, sorry. Um, I personally didn't like the art. I thought it was actually pretty shit. I always remarked him as a Microsoft Paint guy because I thought his art was generic bullshit, even though it was considered cute. So I had him blocked. He DM'd Alope Ruby about it, and I told him, I blocked you because you use a kid's ass as bongos in a roleplay. And then he starts freaking out because I start questioning him, saying, "Do you ERP with people? Do you roleplay?" And then he DM'd everybody on his fucking list because he apparently ERP'd with anyone without asking age. Even though some of them he even knew the age of, being like 14, 13. I forgot the youngest. I'm pretty sure it was like 14, 13. And he knew the age, yet he still continued.
Fucking
And
degens.
that's what happened. He came to me and he said, because he knew I was going to find out eventually about what was happening, because he seen that other people were DMing me what he was saying, so he tried to tell me before, the victims told me. But I wasn't having it. I had no sympathy. I still have no sympathy, so.
All right. I didn't know how the entire situation fully went down.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be in trouble. I have before the call started with Anthony, PurpleFlix and stuff. I have it all recorded. It was pretty funny. It's like, I don't like, oh my god, guys, please, just like, no sympathy. Huh. So is there anything else about PurpleFlix? Oh yeah, he's most likely a scammer now.
Oh.
He tweeted out publicly, if anyone wants a refund, tell me. Multiple people have asked him for a refund. Nobody's gotten their money back, and they damn well are not going to get their art. And it's not like he's inactive and shit. He's active right now as we speak. He's active talking to somebody.
Yeah. For me, I can't remember if I still have linked to terms of service, but I've explicitly made it say that I can't really do refunds that well because I have to use the money that gets sent to me. I couldn't afford to give refunds to people.
Yeah.
Even then, my art's heavily underpriced, so. And
Yeah.
I usually allow people to wait until like up to the point where I've fully made a piece to pay. So.
Yeah. I mean, with him, he had a lot of money. A lot of people commissioned him. So
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, I'm aware he was a very popular artist. I actually have a friend who was a fan.
Unfortunately, yeah. Okay.
No, not a lot of people knew what was going on behind the scenes. That's
So, hold on.
Because I'm going to be clear. To be clear, I used to RP. I barely got into ERP because it didn't interest me, and I just stopped. Immediately went to D&D. But like, I know that.
There we go. Okay, stream starts sharing itself, so I'm not sure what else to say at this point.
Yeah. But you said that you were going to say something besides them just continuing doing shit?
Yeah, they're also a scammer. That was the other thing. They're also a scammer.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
You know, it's really funny that tonight's problematic two are both purple. Like they both have purple in their name.
I had problems with all kind of purple flame, PurpleFlix, Purple Tinker. Dude, I always tell people purple is a red fucking flag. Quite literally for some colorblind people, but is a red flag.
Hold the fuck. Hold the fuck up, Rusa.
Yeah.
Purple isn't a fucking red to me. It's blue, you piece of shit.
Okay.
I can't see red, you little piece of...
I can't talk shit. Well, you know what, Tinker? I want to mute
This
you
is why
for...
my favorite color is orange.
There, you can say what you want real fast, because I'm about to end the stream.
What are you talking about? By my calculations and my analysis on schematics. Real.
Do the engineer voice and say something funny.
I don't know what to say. Sniper versus spy.
Yeah, that's decent. Okay. No, say Ruse as a spy. There we go.
Rose is a spy.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Alright.
The
The Mona Lisa.
Da Vinci?
Vinci?
Da Vinci?
Da Vinci?
Da Vinci? Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. If anyone knows Coyote Lovely, DM him Travis Scott. Go to his YouTube channel, comment Travis Scott. Go to his Twitter, reply Travis Scott. I harass him with